So welcome back to The Good, the Bad with Kat. We went to Daiso. We got lots of stickers, and I have lots of ideas for different little faces, lots of for artistic looks. Look at these little flowers. I have a thought with this in string. I'm having like a burst of creativity, and I just really want to play with color. So I had this idea of, look, wouldn't that be so fun to do something and then kind of eyelash glue these all over. So I just have a thought. So anyway, what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to go in with the Sunset Makeup in blue to start, I think. Yeah, I think that's the idea. I think we're going to go in with blue. I love this stuff. This is such a fun foundation. It does stain. Let's do it. Why am I doing it with my finger? This makeup is so fun. I love, okay, you know how I always get mad at smelly makeup? This makeup has the funnest little smell. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in. I've got all the basic, the 12, I think I have 12. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, black, white, and gray. So I got all the basics. I got it, I think, a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. And I don't play with them enough because I get overwhelmed. And you know what? We're going to call, I have a sister who makes declarations. She's like, we're going to do this for the rest. And she cracks me up and I make fun of her. But we're about to pull that Courtney. So, all right, we're going to make a declaration. The rest of 2025, we're just going to live in the moment. So if I feel like coming up here and filming something ridiculous and it doesn't do well on YouTube, it's okay. I'm going to film it. And if it does well on YouTube, fantastic. Anyway, this, I don't know what color. This is just blue. And then we're going to go into, you guys know my favorite palette, the Abby Roberts palette. And we're just putting this over the eyes and everything. Now, I will say, this is not going to be fun to take off. I don't find that this comes off. It doesn't stain, but it stains. Does that make sense? It's not like some things where it stains, but it does stain. No, those guys are, they're orange. So I've shared that I'm going into menopause. Well, I'm in menopause or perimenopause. I'm right in snap dab lovingly right in the middle of it. And the thing I noticed, if I've got any perimenopause sisters out there, you kind of feel out of control. And I'm already a chaotic person anyway, which I don't love about me, but it's even worse. Okay, look how fun that is. I look insane. It's really hard, which kind of frustrates me a little bit because when she does her videos, her makeup is always opaque. And I will say, I have a lot of hard time with patching. So it does need sometimes a little bit of 2 layers. So I'm going to let this dry and I'll be right back. Okay, it's more opaque than it was a minute ago, so that's good. I'm going to contour now. I think it'd be really fun to contour with the purple. And I'm actually just going to stick it right back on. Because look how pretty that is. I'm trying to figure out what brush I want to use, because you got to use kind of a good one. This is my Sephora makeup brush. Oh my gosh, this stuff is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. This foundation. And it cracks me up that I like the smell of it. I'm just going to stick a little bit of that on my ear because that is what I would do. I got to be careful. Don't worry, I'm going to go back in and make sure that, anytime I do this, I lose my mind because I'm not 20. I don't know what I'm doing. And after a while, you start to feel a little crazy. But look at how those two blend together. Oh, it's so beautiful. The girl that made this stuff is just so phenomenal and so beautiful. We're going to stick a little bit of pink on there. I'm going to go a little bit down my neck, just like I would. Just slim my neck down. Now what I want to do, try something. Look how pretty that looks. What the heck did happen right there? Okay, I need a little. Okay. Then go back in with this and blend, 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 blend. Okay, now we're gonna go in with a little bit of. Do we want? Okay, maybe just a tiny bit of pink. Just the tiniest bit of pink. Yeah. Look how pretty that is. Oh no, 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 that was more. Okay, so there we go. We laid kind of like a pretty contour down. So y'all know, y'all have seen me do this. This Abby Roberts palette might have been the inspiration for some of this because this color is almost the exact color of the foundation. So what we're going to do is get one of my floofier brushes and we're going to kind of go into that blue and kind of set this down, kind of bake it just a little bit. So just going in with that blue, kind of just sticking that down. And then we're going to go into the pinks, all the colors. And I for some reason, this palette is the perfect blend. Now, Sunset Makeup has gone ahead and brought, I'm pretty sure they have colors in every color. I am 90% sure that you can buy a concealer the shade lighter or maybe the exact shade, so you can go and do, I mean, she's really made cosplay so much fun. I'm going to go into this pink now and kind of set that pink right there. Oh my gosh, I am having so much fun. Okay, we are going to go into this color and this color to do my eyebrows. What are we going to do? Let's do purple because the flowers are all purple. So let's stick with purple. So we're just going in and using it kind of like a, and I think if I'm not mistaken, Sunset also has glitter makeup. And you can get stuff that you can then add to this to make it glittery. Oh, just love playing with makeup, guys. Not much else on this planet makes me this happy besides my husband, my children, and above all, Jesus. So obviously, I just, oh my God, I almost cried thinking about it. Just kind of having this, like, being at this age right now and being so insecure in my skin. And, you know, it's been hard. Just really feeling like I'm not losing it, but my anxiety's been really bad and just having like a hard time with it. And then I come in here and do this. And then I'm like, what do you have to be anxious over? Look at you. Well, maybe I do have something to be anxious over because clearly I'm losing my mind. I'm not, but you know what I mean. It's just this getting older thing is, it's hard. It's definitely, getting older is not for the faint of heart. It is incredibly painful and it is incredibly beautiful and awful. And I don't recommend it, but you don't have a choice. So ta-da-da. I kind of want to go into my Danessa Myricks palette into this color right here. This is Bold Energy. And we're going to tap that in all over. It's not nearly what I thought it was going to be. Okay. It's okay. We're just going to put that all over my eyelid. It's not. Oh, yeah. Cool. Yeah. I'm totally using the wrong brush, but I don't want to ruin any of my normal brushes, you know, with this. So I'm just going in because I do want to have just a subtle but really pretty eye. And then, do you guys ever like, just have like, I'm ugly. You know what I mean? I'm being vulnerable, but just ever have like, I feel ugly, or I feel that I'm not worth anything. Like, I'm getting old, all that stuff. Buy blue foundation. And you'll feel beautiful, because I actually feel really pretty. Good Lord. I mean, you know, as I do this, God dang it, I'm gonna cry. As I do this journey and trying to build this YouTube channel, you know, I have to delete comments because people get mean. They do. They're so mean. And they're just, I just think people kind of forget that, you know, I'm paying someone to edit this. I'm just having fun. And then people just get so mean. And I've had people write on my comments, gross. And you're just like, what would your mom teach you? You know? You know, I have 2 adult kids, and I taught them, we don't treat people bad. You just don't. You just don't know what people are going through. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Don't cry, don't cry. I'm so happy, and yet I just want to cry. So in the comments, what do you guys do when you're having a kind of a day? I'm exhausted. I did a lot this weekend. I blessed a lot of people. I helped a lot of people. I did a lot of good things. You know what I mean? So what do you guys do when you're just so exhausted you have to kind of just take a step back and, you know, sit down for a minute? What are the things you guys do to help yourself feel better about life and everything? I'm going to go in with this Maybelline Firework. Come and show us what you're worth. I really need to learn how to put falsies on when I'm too scared. Okay. Cool. I can't remember who I heard say recently, sometimes samples are almost better than the real ones. And I feel like that. Ilia, for example. I got an Ilia sample. And I thought it was the coolest mascara ever. And then I proceeded to buy it. And it sits in a box, sits in my container. Hate it. You know, the one I keep using, I kind of like this one, over and over again, is the LA Colors Fully Amped. Right now, that's my go-to. And then there's another one on here. I think it's the Lash Paradise that has stayed on my table. This one might be worth purchasing. You know what I've realized? I tend to be the opposite of all the beauty people online. I kind of tend to not agree with them. But I think isn't that why there's so much makeup out there? Is that for some of us, we don't like what other people like. Okay, so now here's the idea. If I could put them just like all over. Ooh. Okay, so we're gonna go into the Lash, I don't know, Super Strong Lash Contour. It's Lash Contour. They sell it at Ulta. I've used it for so many looks, and it's pretty good. What I should do is I should stick a bunch down here, because it does take a minute. Oh, that's not gonna stay. I feel so pretty. Do you guys remember that song? I'm blue, da ba dee ba da, Emily, my daughter, who edits these videos, used to stand on our bed. We had a water bed when she was a baby, and she loved that song. I feel so pretty. Aw, look at me. Look at me. I'm going to go in real quick. This is an eyeliner. This is the Wet n Wild On the Ledge Longwear Eye Pencil in the color Shock Therapy. I'm going to do my lip in it. I'm gonna let these sit for a minute and then I'll stick some over here. I'll be right back. I'm gonna find some lip gloss. Okay, I thought for my lips we could go into the Lifter Plumper in the color something Malive Bite. Malive Bite. It's 002. Oh, because we haven't even started adding the highlighter. Okay, let's finish putting on flowers. Kind of want to do something different, like it's going to make it harder to talk. I kind of like that it's creating a little thing. I'll kind of maybe go like that. What do you think? What do we think? 4's too many. Is 2 enough? Do we think 2's enough? Should we stick a couple up here? Totally go against my rule of saying, don't you love that? So for $2.25, I can guarantee you, not guarantee you, but I can almost guarantee if you went to Walmart, you could have found them for cheaper. But I wasn't at Walmart. I was at Daiso, and I saw these. And guys, I'm so glad I was. I'm so having the best day of my life right now. Well, not best day of my life, but I'm having a great day. What's hard is once you start putting them in other places, right here, gravity has to take over. And gravity is not my friend. Ask any lady, gravity is not our friend. I kind of want one just right there. What do we think? No.
Gravity is not our friend.
I have this really neat idea for the yellow and blue flowers. Sit here for a minute. Oh my gosh, I just feel so pretty now. You can say I'm gross all you want. I'm not going to listen to you because I feel beautiful. Guys, this is so much fun. Holla. Okay. All right. So the last thing we have to do, and it's not up here, I'm so frustrated, was my new highlighter I just bought. It was so fun. But if I'm not mistaken, yeah, we're going back into the Danessa Myricks, and this is the color Healed. Oh, look at this. Yeah, this needs lots of highlight. Because makeup healed me today. Just kind of putting glitter everywhere. I'm in the color, in the Her I Am palette, Protected. Okay, cat, don't cry over everything. Not everything's cryable. Let's kind of stick it everywhere. I just feel so pretty. Aw, thank you guys for just sitting with me while I went from feeling really horrible about life to having this really wild idea and just having a beautiful makeup moment. I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna go take some photos and show Ryan. But I think it looks really pretty. I'm really like, especially like, you can't do it, but like if you just saw me here, like if I could, you know, figure out a way to cut this part off just so you don't see the skin. That is so fun. Let's see if I take my hair down. No, it looks better up. Back up, back up. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining me. What are your ways of, you know, rebuilding your self-esteem or your inner dialogue when you have a moment like this where you're just like, I'm not feeling it, and then you come play makeup, or do you go play on a piano, or do you go journal, or whatever? What do you do to rebuild yourself, rebuild yourself after you kind of tear yourself down? Anyway, guys, I hope you know you were seen and you were loved, and I hope you have a blessed one, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.